place. Did you did you know about the flare that hit the Earth, or this energy that basically you know smothered the whole Earth as they talked about how things are in alignment with the Earth right now. You do any research on that? Have you ever been? Well, there was a great energy surge that was supposed to, because we're in the time of Cancer and going into Leo. If you know anything about astrology, I don't really follow astrology, but the numerology and the metaphysical is what I do look at. And I also look at the, most people look at the so-called planet alignments, but it has nothing to do with planet alignments because planets don't exist, of course. It's all energy based. And basically, with this whole situation with the Earth trade changing and the shift in the Earth crust and the plates is causing this rift in the system, which I don't know if you know about. You ever seen those like supposedly shuttle launches, like the Elon Musk shuttle launch, and the ones that was done, by NASA? Have you seen those?
No.
Okay, well, you got a lot to catch up on. So that's kind of like part of the reason why everything is going on right now with the Earth, and the changes that's been coming down since 2015. Really, it started way before that. It started right after 9/11, and the shifting of, because that's when they turned this machine on called CERN. That's when they start. You can look it up too about CERN. The collider, the mass collider, where they were colliding atoms with matter, basically to create the Big Bang. What they consider the Big Bang. But in doing so, they were opening up these portals, and these portals were basically opening, and things were coming through it. So they were monitoring basically what was coming through it, and they were doing it at this facility in Switzerland, where they were monitoring the activity of what these atoms were basically exploding and what was coming through them, and they started keeping more of a log, and then it started going other places. Basically with that, the studies of that, and I believe it opened up a wormhole in our dimension. Doing so, it also awakened the energies. It also awakened the spirit realm, to the activity that they were doing. So in that process, it actually started to cause a magnificent rift in our system, in our reality started to fold, and that's why we have points where our reality is starting to split and it's getting thinner and thinner. I don't know if you notice like the moon at night. I'm asking you a question. I don't know if you notice the moon. Yeah, the
You
moon.
guys looked at the moon that night?
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you noticed the moon at night and how it looks, the colorations on it. Like probably a couple weeks ago, it was red, and the sun was out at night. A lot of people didn't catch that. because a lot of people don't look up.
That's it. I look at the moon.
Yeah, see, that's why, you should be more vigilant on what's going on in your surroundings because it's a lot going on that people just they don't think about. They don't think about what's truly going on out here, and they misplaced in their minds. So they're so busy dealing with their life that they distracted from what's really going on and what's taking place. So, a couple weeks ago, the moon basically was the sun, and this red gas or energy was forming all across the entire Earth, and it's been doing so for I think for 30 days. It's been countless effect of this energy that's been ever since July 23rd, coming into August until August 23rd. Now it just like fade. Was the last day was I think a day ago, 2 days ago. Okay, so the energies have now the phase that is going in now is different, but we have this gap in between the system right now. That's why things are in a calm form. But for that whole month, it was the energies were so high, and it was a lot of activity on the earth and in these uh, dimensions as this energy was coming through, and it was spreading. It was another sign, and the sun being shown at night was letting was welcoming in this the old. I mean, welcoming in the new and taking out the old. It was letting you know that what the transformations was. It was another sign that was basically being projected to the masses. But most of these things that are going to be coming through, because this is what they hiding from people. This is the true uh, essence that they hiding from the American people of what is really truly going on. That's why you're in this epidemic right now, this pandemic right now, because of what's going on with the skies and what they've been doing to the natural environment, and how everything is made up on this earth. You notice. Hey, did you notice the when the animal die-offs were happening more? Did you notice that stuff?
Uh,
Yeah, well, there were a lot of birds that died. There were a lot of sea life that died, that were beaching themselves. Whales were beaching themselves. Orcas were beaching themselves. Sharks were even beaching themselves. It was a lot of activity. Seals were beaching themselves. It was a lot of activity going on, even in the water. Okay, some people were blaming it on sonar technology and a lot of dealing with the reef. The massive amount of reef buildup and the algae that's in the water has also been increasing and growing to massive amounts, and it's been killing off and taking away the hunting grounds for these animals in the oceans. So it has basically caused a complete rift in the whole ecosystem, and how everything basically evolves. So that's another thing that people have not
did you
really
email me that picture? Okay, we can fix
have
it.
really thought
I
about.
know.
What took place
Yeah, you just fix it for your thing.
then. Is a issue with
I mean, you ain't fix
how
that
we
one.
dealing with things now. You know,
Damn, I took the time to get back.
is part of the reason why we are having this great explosion of you know of these catalytic uh, anomalies that are taking place right now. is giving us a sense of the truly diabolical plan that is in place. You feel me? Diabolical plan that is in place. That is what's giving way to the destruction. And because remember, I said nature doesn't kill, nature plenishes, nature grows, nature nourishes. Okay? So there's an outside force that is coming in to speed this all up. You feel me? And cause the mayhem on the earth. As the earth is trying to plenish itself, it has been pushed against the wall. So now the earth is recycling and it's reversing and it's in the mode of cleansing now. Now the earth wants to cleanse everything that's bad. Okay? So that's pretty much what's happening to the earth now. Okay? So there's a lot of conditions that are happening on the earth. And this has been a long time coming because they knew how to transform this. They knew how to bring all this about. But in that study, they did not include the everybody in society. Okay, and they talk about the carbon emissions and how carbon is one of the big problems on the earth when it's them. They're the problem on the earth because what they were trying to do is to undermine the humanity and also undermine nature. Okay, we've always lived in this masculine, draconian system that has been controlled. Everything is controlled. The way what you think, what you perceive in life, from the things you wear, everything is put into a category. Even who you marry, who you connect with, physically, mentally, spiritually, is all being guided and diagnosed to you from another source. So everything that we taking part in on this realm is pushing us in another direction, away from the natural order of things, and taking us into a place where we cannot conceive and look at the realism of what is truly transpiring. So that veil has always been there to keep you fantasizing in a delusional state. You know, a lot of people are in that delusional denial and dysfunctional mindset in spirituality. So they will never see what's truly going on or where we're going. They will always see things on a minute level and not be complete or living completely within their aura or in their spirituality self. They will always be dealing with things on the opposite level. You feel me? So this is why we have this separation in our people. This is why we have this separation in society. This is why we're still dealing with race wars, even to this day. This is why we're still dealing with the split of common. What's deemed as being common is not common. You feel me? It's being formed and it's being used to diminish the mindset or the consciousness of reality that is pure in its whole essence. But most people won't realize that until it's too late. So even though we're living in this pandemic, in this time of great reckoning, a lot of people are going to be misdiagnosed or be not get it fast enough like others will, because they're still dipping and dabbing in the dysfunctional behavior, okay, and the dysfunctional lifestyles, okay, and still perceiving themselves as being human, okay, in this human form. And the reality of that is that you're not looking at your true self. You're looking at something that is lower and lower in nature, something that is lower in frequency. And that's where we're at now with this reflection, that we are trying to establish a spiritual place, okay, where everybody can come together as one. And the power of one teaches you that. It teaches you how to be your own individual and come together with like-minded individuals that wear the light and are wearing the lights and darkness and are able to tap into the full creator energy. You feel me? Setting apart from that which is not real, that is not established, that is not on the level of consciousness that it will take for you to mutate into the higher self and transition into the ultimate being. Okay, so that is what is being robbed from you. It's not because of a vac or a sickness or a plague that's running rapid on the earth. It is all in disguise. Okay, so that is something that people are going to later realize, but it's going to be too late by the time that it all twinkles down. Because most times when people finally figure out something, it's at a cost. It's at a cost when they finally realize that they're being played. Most of those that have already established that this is all being done have started making plans and have started moving in that direction. Some slower than others, but they get it. So that's where we at as a society, as a spiritual people. Melanated people are still separated. Melanated women are still not following their paths. They still have not reconciled with themselves to understand that this is bigger than just them. The man has not taken his rightful place. He is not protecting the black woman and the black family like he's supposed to. We have not basically forgiven ourselves for a lot of the things that we have participated in and release these negative energies. Okay, we have not came back into the connection with our ancestors and our ancestor rights. Okay, we're still separated. We're still going through a confliction in our minds. So we are not at the level of consciousness that we need to have at this present time. I'm here to make you think. I'm here to make you stay open-minded and tap in. Raise your consciousness. Raise your thoughts. Think better and prosper. For we are on a mission, and that mission is being broader and being shown to us in so many ways. This is EN, the Dark One. Thank you.